So hi, this will be my first real podcast, and sorry for not very good sound quality. Maybe someday it will get better, but I don't have a professional mic, so sorry. So my first podcast will be about, as you could read in the description, in the title of the video, what will be the Sinister 6 of the Spider-Man No Way Home. So as we all know, as all the theories talks about, this will be a kind of Spider-Verse movie, and this will be a Sinister 6 movie, and theoretically we could make a pretty good Sinister 6 by using all the villains we have seen in the first two movies and in the trailer. We have Doc Ock, we have Electro, possibly, we have Green Goblin, either Willem Dafoe's or the new Green Goblin, but I love with Dafoe's. We have Vulture, Scorpion, Prowler, maybe Lizard. So you get the point. We could make Sinister 6 even by not using all the villains we have seen or have teased or think they have teased in the videos. So before I get to the point, I think this will be something more than just Sinister 6 movie. And since this is my first podcast styled video about the comic book movies in my life, I have made in my native language podcast styled videos about sports, but never about comic book movies or comic books. So this is my first experience. I really hope you will like it, and I know my first podcast style video about a theory about a movie which have been theorized about since the moment everybody get to know there will be a movie like that. I hope you will like it. I hope you will get something new, and you will listen it to the end, and it will not be too long. So my great theory is, yes, we will get a Spider-Verse movie. We will see all three Spider-Man, like Garfield's Spider-Man, Maguire's Spider-Man, and of course Holland's Spider-Man. But this will not be a Sinister 6 movie. This will be possibly Sinister 8 or Sinister 10 movie, and I will explain it. So, in comic book history, Sinister 6 wasn't always been a Sinister 6. Sometimes it has been a Sinister 5, a Sinister 9, a Sinister 7, and up to even Sinister 60 plus. There has been many incarnations of this villain team, which goes either versus Spider-Man or even versus Avengers, and the villains which have been in this team have been so many different that we can speculate and another time speculate. So my thoughts are, we are getting much more than Sinister 6 because of the possibilities. The making of a Spider-Verse movie gives us so many possibilities. We can get something more than just Sinister 6, and I think Marvel will go in the style of Endgame. They are going to the max. Just in this time they are getting like 3 Spider-Mans, Doctor Strange for a few seconds, Wong, I'm not sure, but I think we will see a Daredevil too, but my theory is we will see him only as Matt Murdock. We will not see him as Daredevil, just as a lawyer. We will see him as Daredevil in some other movies, when we will see more street level guys. Okay, Spider-Man in MCU is more as a street level guy, but in the Spider-Verse movie, he can't be just a street level movie, especially if there's a guy like Doctor Strange there. So Getting back to the Sinister whatever. So, of course, we know we will have a Green Goblin. We will have a Doc Ock. From the trailer, we could think there will be either Sandman and Electro or just Electro. Leaks shows us pictures with Electro too. So, okay, we have three guys. We have some kind of version of Green Goblin. We have Doc Ock. And we have Electro. So that's our Sinister 3. I'm pretty sure Vulture will not be a villain in this movie. I think he will not be in this movie. Or if he will be there, he will be just a minor character, and he just as a cameo, or even he will die because of he lied to the Scorpion. But as we remember, everybody forgets Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So he will not remember Peter is Spider-Man. So I think he has dropped his criminal ways. He doesn't want to hurt his daughter even more. So I don't think Vulture will be in this incarnation of Sinister 6. But Scorpion will be there. He is angry to the Spider-Man, so we have our 4 Sinisters. Some kind of Goblin. I will get to back to that later. We have, of course, Doc Ock, Scorpion, and Electro. I don't think there will be a Sandman. I think that's just wishful thinking from the trailer. And then we get to the part of the trailer where we will see some kind of eyes, and everyone tells that's the lizard. I don't think that's the lizard. I'm going fully crazy. I'm telling that's the new version of the Rhino. So we are having our 5 iterations, our 5 Sinisters. We have Goblin, and I will get back to that later. We have Goblin, we have Ock, Electro, Rhino, and of course Scorpion. Mysterio will be back, and this movie will be like fight, special effects, and science versus magic, because there will be Strange too. And I don't think Strange will be like, oh, there's many villains, so I will sit this out. No, that's won't be happening. So 6 Sinisters. Already we are having a Sinister 6, but that's not all. No, I don't think so. Don't think Prowler will become a bad guy in this movie, like real bad guy. No, he will not be there. And of course, who could else be in this movie as the bad guy if I am saying there will be more than just 6 Sinisters? So we are getting many movies from Sony in near years, and in teaser trailers we are getting connections to different Spider-Mans, like like Vulture and Morbius trailer, and pictures of Spider-Man in different Sony Spider-Man movies. And there is rumors that we will see Tom Holland's Spider-Man in some Venom or different movies of this Spider-Man universe. So we will get Morbius as the 7th villain of this Sinister Six's incarnation. I would love to see Venom, but I think when we will see Tom Holland's Spider-Man meeting Tom Hardy's Venom, there will be like anti-hero buddies. And they will not be hero and villain. They will be like, if you have ever seen 90s Spider-Man cartoon, the episodes about Doctor Strange and Dormammu, they will be like in those episodes. They'll be like cooperatives. to fight a bigger bad. So they have 7 Sinisters. Sinister 7. We have Doc Ock, Goblin, Electro, Rhino, Mysterio, Morbius, and so yeah, we have and of course Scorpion. You can make my pronunciation better in commentary section, because as I said, English is not my first language, and I really hope you will not be angry and you will listen to this video till the end, and to other videos which I will sometimes make. So we have Sinister 7. There are of course, I mentioned Matt Murdock not just because I wanted to mention him, but because he have a connection to villain which will have very big part as this movie, and I don't know. Could I tell him he will be part of the Sinister? But he will help to make this Sinister. If okay, let's make him part of the Sinister. So he will not be the part of the Sinister, but he will be the maker of this team of Sinisters. Again, I need to mention 90s Spider-Man cartoon. He was maker of Sinister 6 there. If you have seen this and you think about villains who could be very connected to Matt Murdock, of course it's Kingpin. Why? Because there is a rumor of Kingpin coming to MCU and in Hawkeye series. And to think about, if we make a Sinister team, even from different dimensions, we need someone who have much money, resources, etc. And maybe because it was one of my favorite childhood cartoons, I think, if really Matt Murdock and Kingpin from Netflix series comes to MCU, I think they will change them a bit, and I think they will help Kingpin to become stronger. With that, they will give him tech, like it was a 90s cartoon where he was really a crime boss, not just because he was strong and rich, but because he had connections in politics, he had technology, he had his scientists, he had his little sort of army. So I think they will make him like that in here, because in Netflix series he was really like if we not talk about his physical strength, he was like a really a villain we could see in a real life. He was like a seeing Kingpin in Netflix Daredevil series, I could see him as a really corrupted politician or something like that, because he had the influence, the money, he had people who could help him doing his dirty deeds. But I think in MCU he will get weapons, science stuff, technology, that's the word, not just science stuff, and that will help him to make Sinister 6, or in this case Sinister 7. He will be like a leader, but he will come from, just like most of the Sinisters, he will come from different dimension or different universe, like it's talked in MCU, and he will recruit. He will recruit most of the Sinisters with help of Norman Osborn, and I think MCU will play that he is already here. Of course, the Green Goblin etc. He is already here, so he will be a little different. It will be Willem Dafoe, but he will be a little different. He will not be the same as in as in Spider-Man movies, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, because he will be already here. We have heard rumors that Stark Tower or later Avengers Tower have been bought and rebuilt by a different company, and there's the two biggest rumors that either it will be the Baxter Building with Fantastic Four or Oscorp Tower, and I'm going for Oscorp Tower. So Norman Osborn, both with Doctor Strange, will be those who will make Sinisters possible. And the changes in universe, the mistaken spell, and Norman Osborn's technological possibilities will make way to this universe for villains like Morbius, villains like Kingpin, Doc Ock, etc. They will do this stuff. So we have Sinister 7, and we have Kingpin as their leader. Why not Osborn? Because Osborn will make himself as Goblin, so he will not be. It will be hard for him to be the leader. There will need to be someone who makes this team, maybe in Suicide Squad style, like you will do as I say or you will die, something like that. I don't think they will just, oh, you are Spider-Man, you are my enemy in a different dimension, I will kill you. I think there will be a bigger motivation, just like for heroes usually are bigger motivation than just I need to beat villain up. So we have Sinister 7, but there is one more member who we will see as the main as the part of the Sinister. So we will have the Sinister's maker Kingpin and Sinister 8. So who will be they? So first, who are our Sinister 7, and then I will say my Sinister 8 guy, if I can say like that. So we have Green Goblin, of course Willem Dafoe's, but just a little different from first Spider-Man movie. We have Doc Ock, we have new version of Rhino, we have Scorpion, we have Morbius, we have Electro, and so yeah, who will be that guy? I know you're thinking about different possibilities. So probably somebody of you are thinking about Kraven the Hunter. Should be cool, but I like to say I would love him as a solo villain. So many of you probably are thinking, I forgot, of course Mysterio is in this Sinister 7 too, or Sinister 8. I will get to the 8 guy soon. So many of you are thinking I'm gonna say someone more from Sony Universe, like already I said Morbius, and said it will not be Venom, and just about Kraven. No, this will not be from Sony Universe. At least I don't think this villain have a Sony Universe movie. This will not be a villain we have seen in older iterations of Spider-Man, at least not in Raimi movies or Garfield movies. This will not be the Lizard. This will not be, I don't know. This will not be the Beetle. Actually, Beetle could. I was thinking about the Beetle. It's a bit newer villain, if I'm remembering correctly. It's from the Ultimate Marvel Ultimate Universe. It would be cool because it would be very easy to implement here in Marvel Universes, especially with Armor Wars coming, as I could just make him some kind of guy who have grudge on Tony Stark and maybe Spider-Man. He stole some Iron Man tech and become the Beetle, like So you're a spider, I'm gonna be the beetle, I'm gonna be an insect, spiders and insects hate each other, and I'm gonna beat you up, and by when Spidey beats him up, they get to know that's really Star Tech, and it's like implementation into the Armor Wars, but no, that's not the case. I was thinking it could be some kind of villain a little bit different from the Netflix universe, since we are getting Matt Murdock, and I'm thinking we are getting Kingpin, but no. And no, it will not be Ned Leeds becoming Hobgoblin. I don't think this will happen, even rumors that Ned Leeds' actor have being buffed up. I think they don't want to make this movie again with how can I say, crying and really hurtful. They want this movie to be more positive than negative, because Phase 4 is getting really dark, but I don't think they will go this way. So who will be the 8th villain of Sinister 8? So who is our 8th baddie? So the 8th baddie will be none other. Please drum roll. Okay, I don't make sound effects myself. So okay, it's not Venom, it's not Carnage. I know I'm dragging this really out, just because I want to mention as much as other villains, to make it more interesting, to make you think about your versions of Sinister 6, 7 or whatever, how much you would like it. So I'm trying to mention different villains who could be there, but I don't think they will be there. So okay, the 8th villain is none other than a villain you wouldn't be thinking I will tell about. No, it's not Mephisto, and it's not of Strange's villains. I would love to see Mephisto in MCU, but I don't think we will see him. At least not so soon. Okay, I'm getting too much in this already. So the 8th villain of this Spider-Man movie will be, can you guess it? Can you guess it yourself? Okay, I'm getting too funny. Okay, and it will not be a shocker. Yeah, shocking to be. It will not be shocker, because theoretically we already had 2 shockers in this universe. It will be Chameleon. There already are many rumors about that. We will see Chameleon. That about Dmitri in past Spider-Man movies, and I'm pretty sure we are getting Chameleon as our 8th Sinister Sixer. And Chameleon will be the police officer who, in the first trailer, is interrogating Peter Parker. So we will see him as the first villain in this movie. But I think this movie will have a great plot point where we will see another character from Spider-Man universe, a character who sometimes is more like a villain, sometimes is more like an anti-hero or even a hero. and it's a Silver Sable. She's a Russian agent. You could tell something like, I don't know, Russian Nick Fury. Maybe not so high, but a Russian agent who. Since we are getting more about Russians, like it was in Black Widow movie, I think she could be a great way to show that the Russians have something like Shield too, and she will make the investigation about Spider-Man, and in a different universe. I would like to say in Garfield's universe about the death of Gwen Stacy, and she will come to this universe same as Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and at the beginning she will be like very suspicious. There's 3 Spider-Mans, or at that time maybe 2 Spider-Mans, and they're in this new universe. She sees the news that Spider-Man killed Mysterio, so so he's a killer there too. That's like approval that Spider-Man is a bad guy, and at the beginning she will be ready to help bad guys like the Sinister Six. And then she will get that no, Spidey is a hero, and in the end she will be one of those heroes who will help to defeat Sinister Six, or in my iteration, Sinister 8. So yeah, this is my version. What will be the Sinister 6, or as I said, Sinister 8 in the No Way Home. I really hope you like that. Sorry for my accents. And please make comments about my video. Maybe make comments what theories you would like to hear else. So goodbye until the next videos.